Martha, clearly authorities seem to have very little idea about what could have happened to Savannah Guthrie's mother, but they do seem to know a bit more about her last known movements.
Yeah, that's right, Dom. I'm right outside Nancy Guthrie's home. You can see a car parked there on the driveway. I believe that's private security. There is no police cordon here. But as you say, 5 days into this search for 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, no suspect and no persons of interest, questions mounting and fears too for Nancy Guthrie, given her age and her deteriorating health. This is a very quiet part of Tucson, Arizona, a very beautiful part as well. It's right in the foothills of the Santa Catalina mountain. But what happened here appears to be very grim. Detectives believe that Nancy Guthrie was snatched from her home in the middle of the night, taken against her will. There are precious few details about this investigation so far, but there were a couple of nuggets from that police press conference earlier. The first thing is that blood that was found on the entranceway, the porch in front of Nancy Guthrie's house, has been confirmed as belonging to Nancy Guthrie. You can only imagine how distressing that must be for her family to learn. Police also revealed what they say is a timeline of around the period that Nancy Guthrie was snatched, late Saturday evening into the early hours of Sunday morning. Let me take you through that timeline. 5:32 p.m. On Saturday evening, Nancy left her home here and got an Uber to her family's home locally, 10 to 15 minutes drive away. We're told that they spent the evening playing games and eating. 9:48 p.m, the family dropped Nancy back at home and the garage door opens. 2 minutes later, that garage door closes. Tick forward into the early hours of Sunday morning. 1:47 a.m, a doorbell camera, a ring camera type situation, disconnects. 2:12 a.m, software detects a person or persons on camera. Obviously, that is crucial. Police say they don't have a video of that person, but they're looking into it. 2:28 a.m, a pacemaker app. Nancy Guthrie wears a pacemaker. It disconnects from her phone. It's not until 11:56 a.m. Sunday morning that the family check on Nancy, and just a few minutes later they make a call to police, and shortly after, police arrive on the scene here. But as you were showing viewers earlier, Dom, Savannah Guthrie, who is very well-known TV personality over here, she is making an appeal to the people that she believes are holding her mother.
Right, so we've got some evidence of a person on a camera. We've got this pacemaker apparently disconnecting from a phone. Also a couple of ransom notes, at least, I think. But I think at least one of them turned out to be fake. Are those ransom notes, or at least one of them, a lead, an important lead for the police at this stage in the investigation?
Yeah, it certainly seems that that is a key focus, Dom. There have been 3 ransom notes so far, but one of them investigators are taking very seriously, and there's a couple of reasons why they're doing that. It's because in this ransom note they apparently make reference to an Apple Watch that Nancy Guthrie was wearing. They also mention a floodlight at the house. So police investigating whether that ransom note is legitimate. But certainly Savannah Guthrie is taking it seriously. In that public appeal, she directly speaks to the people she believes are holding her mother and says, we're ready to listen. But she does say that they need proof of life in order to engage with them. A couple of other key things from that ransom note. The FBI say that there are a number of demands and timelines referenced in that ransom note. The first deadline given, we don't know what it's a deadline for, is 5 p.m. today, and there is another deadline of next Monday. You can tell from all these details this is a huge mystery, and it's one that's gripping and concerning people across America, especially given Savannah Guthrie's high profile. It's also of interest to the White House. President Trump knows Savannah Guthrie personally. He says that the full force of federal and local law enforcement are at the family's disposal. His press secretary, Caroline Levitt, says that she's speaking, apologies, to the FBI directly. So people right at the highest office in the land taking an interest in this search for 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie.
Martha Kelner, thank you very much on a Disappearance that is mystifying a nation, clearly.